We have had two world records in the last quarter. One was on Delhi Mumbai Expressway as part of a contract wherein we are doing a cement concrete 8-lane expressway, and Patel Infrastructure is our EPC contractor in those contracts, and they did outstandingly well and laid a 2.4-lane configuration of around 2.5 kilometer of road in 24 hours. So just to put things in perspective, these outcomes are not a day's work. It indicates the level of preparedness of our contractors and the system as a whole. It's not today someone decides and produce these kind of results. Our team and our contractors, consultant, the team of engineers have been working over a long period of time, and now when the system has reached a stage where everything is in sync, the supply, the designs and the execution capability, and then we are getting such results, and going forward we'll see many more such results. And another stretch was a 25 kilometer of bituminous 1-lane stretch was done in near Bijapur. So that was also an outstanding record. And I must tell you, our people keep on doing such things, but sometimes our people are so engrossed with the work, they are not conscious of what they have achieved. So here, luckily, our partners in the project, Patel Infra, they were conscious that something big has done.
देखो, हमने बहुत टाइप के NHAI के प्रोजेक्ट पूरे इंडिया में हम लोग अभी कर रहे हैं, बट मेनली हमारे लिए एक गुडविल बोलो या प्रेस्टिजियस प्रोजेक्ट हमने ये पहले से सोचा था, जो वडोदरा बॉम्बे एक्सप्रेसवे जो है उसको हमको कैसे भी करके इसमें काम करना है। बिकॉज जब भी बॉम्बे पुणे बहुत साल पहले जब भी कंक्रीट रोड बना था, तभी जो रोड हमने वो देखा था, तभी एक सपना था हमारी कंपनी का कि हम भी ऐसा कंक्रीट रोड कभी कर पाएंगे क्या। तो ये एक थॉट था कि कंक्रीट रोड हमको इंडिया में एक ऐसा बनाना है जिसको हम NHAI को भी ये बोल सके गर्व से कि नहीं, ये काम हमने अच्छा किया है। तो प्रोजेक्ट तो बाकी बहुत सारे प्रोजेक्ट हम लोग NHAI के किए हैं, मिनिस्ट्री के भी किए हैं, बट हमारे लिए ये प्रेस्टिजियस प्रोजेक्ट था। इसलिए हमने जब से ये प्रोजेक्ट इसको हम लोग बिड कर रहे थे, तभी से इसमें जितने भी हमारे पैरामीटर से वो चेक करके ये प्रोजेक्ट हमको लेना है, ऐसा करके हमने ये प्रोजेक्ट लिया था।
It was decided, and our management, our MD sir vision was there that we have procured one of the world's first largest paver of 18.75 meter. Then his vision was that we required to put a mark on the world, that we required to do some bigger things. So in 2020, in February, we have inaugurated this paver in 25th of February, and at that time we planned to do this world record in March, but due to pandemic we could not execute that at that time. So after things moves further in December, on 19 December, during our one of the review meeting, our MD sir asked us to fix a date. And on that date, during that meeting, we have fixed our date of 1st February. Considering many factors, like we require to have a front of this much of length in at one location, and this is expressway. It is a virgin element and it is greenfield project. So there is a every 300 meter and every 500 meter, we require to provide an underpass to pass the villagers. So to have a 2.5 kilometer or say length of front, we require to have a connectivity. We require to complete a construction of underpass as well as approaches of that underpass. So we decide to execute this work on 1st February, and then our planning was started, and back calculation we did how we will do this, and we check every parameters like production capacity of our plants, laying capacity of our pavers, and we require to do this by 24 hours. So our entire team provides their inputs, like our mechanical team, our HR team planning for how to supply foods and take care of that other things. So each department are taking care of each minute things, and we have point out each and everything, and we executed like that.
Usage of new materials and technology is a continuous process, and in this direction, first step was there has to be enabler was change in the contract document. So under our new contract documents under EPC and PPP, both the documents, the concessionaires are free to choose new technologies. So the first onus is on our concessionaires to get economic and durable technologies for use in roads. And but there is scope in new technology in terms of in certain areas only. Otherwise, as far as road construction per se is concerned, the technologies which are being used, whether in terms of materials or technology, we are at par with the best in the world. But there is scope for innovation and optimization in structures, the designs of structures, slope stabilizations. These are the fields where our concessionaires and authority, we are working together in that. And now a Apex committee has also been set up by the ministry. Any new product which is brought forward can be presented before the committee, and that it can be taken forward. So the procedural part has been done.
First of all, the concrete requirement for this type of paver was so huge. So new plant of 240 NQ per hour was also brought to feed these pavers also.
Right now, the pace of construction is increased, and for that, we are adopting. We are planning in such a way that all activities are required to be constructed or continuous parallelly. So, like this, for this project, we have deployed separate RMC for structure work.
If you look at overall from program implementation perspective, accelerated road development starts from the day when we envisage a project. While selecting an alignment, we have to be very careful. The acquisition of land is the most critical element of any infra project of this magnitude. For example, Delhi, Mumbai, we are acquiring 15,000 hectares of land. And with satisfaction, I can say today 90% of land is there, and work is at full swing across the 5 states where the expressway goes. So that was the first part, the planning part. We carefully planned how the alignment is driven, what technologies to be used for fixing alignment, transferring of revenue records, and matching of the engineering designs, because these are those small issues, but in the past has led to delays in the project because the revenue records won't match with the drawings. They'll be missing plots. So the technology was used from day one, the drone surveys, lidars, lasers. So those things were done. The revenue records were digitized. So the lot went into the planning. And then the most important part then comes the packaging. What kind of package we have, what size of length to one contractor. So there was a lot of discussion. Then 25 to 30 kilometers we decided upon, so that there are a number of agencies, there is a competition among the agencies, and work happens in parallel at all the sectors. That's why a expressway of this magnitude we are trying to deliver within 4 years of when it was thought, and the completion on the ground. So the procurement becomes very important. We get the right kind of agencies which are aspiring to grow. They are equally eager to come forward and deliver the projects before time, and parallelly the pre-construction, shifting of utilities, etc., so that they have hindrance free right of way to work on the site. And today on all expressways which are under execution, our constructing agencies are able to get output of more than 100%, in some of the cases even 150% of the what they had planned for, because they have unhindered lengths available for implementation of the work. There's no traffic diversion issues, there is no interaction with any other local issues, so they are able to focus and work and deliver as a world class infrastructure.
We prefer always BOT, and the second priority is HAM, because our investment is less.